the back, posted in the act. Got to hit the club, we've been mobbing all day. On some Jono, VIP stats. Look around the club, what do I say? Everybody rocking side to side to the beat. Snapping their fingers, bouncing to the groove. All by themselves, that's the new move. Where I'm from, we like to go dumb. I'm soaking up the game, I'm seeing how it's done. I ain't shorty what they call it, she said the pool palace. Straight from Bankhead, I said you and your crew, they even got the more it's looking smooth, it's nothing to a boss. I can two. Snap your fight.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Southern California and the gorgeous SoFi Stadium in the Los Angeles suburb of Inglewood. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Welcome to you, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Chase McLaughlin set to get it started. And off we go from SoFi. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
Now the former Vol, Dylan Sampson. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line.
Well, it's hard to imagine starting a game much better than that. Great play design. You can tell all week they love that play to start the game, and, man, you can see why.
Now, faking the give. There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson, and he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. It's a gain of 10 yards. Good for a Rams first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
And he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield.
He was brought down by Pat.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
That's hauled in on the left by Nakua. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Throw left side, caught by Ferguson. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
That's caught by Dell, working his way across the field. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Second and 10.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Back to the air again on second and 10. Short one there to his tight end, Fan. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Quick throw here is complete. He's going to have the first down. They convert on third, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
Work down at the 6.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
They need 6 for the touchdown. 2nd and goal. Once more, it's Sampson. And he'll get 3 yards here, down to the 2-yard line.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. And the defense has come up with it. Not only no points, but they turn it over deep in their own territory.
And that's just got to be a really deflating way to start this game, Mike. I mean, you work on this opening script all week long with the expectation that you're going to start fast, and then you come out early, careless with the ball. They knock it loose and create the early takeaway.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay, so this one is going to need a little closer look. So, trying to make a statement on this opening drive. Going to go for it on 4th and goal. He'll drop the throw. And this is hot. Wow, the decision to go pays off. Take down. Touchdown, Rams. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. Joshua Carty comes out now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Rams will take a 7-0 lead.
The score, Rams 7, Seahawks 0. Joshua Carty to kick off for the Rams.
Here's Carty now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. First carry now for Kenneth Walker. Finding room across midfield. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
And the Seahawks first down.
Now off the bootleg. He'll look to throw here. First down throw there is incomplete.
Little backyard football here by the quarterback. It looked like he was running around the playground in his early days. The disruption of the timing early was the key, and from that point on, him and his receiver just unable to get on the same page.
Now, Thompson. His pass taken in by Shaheed. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Seattle.
Every team in the league practices these situations every single day. That's a critical 3rd down, Mike. So now with this fresh set of downs, they got to just take a deep breath. Now you're really not so much playing against your opponent as much as you are playing against this clock.
It'll be a short pickup down to the 31. Tackle there by Trenton Simpson. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Once again, it's Walker. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. High pace up from his linebacker spot to make the...
And it's 3rd down.
3rd down, they need 5. Here's Thompson. Got it with Smith and Jigba. A pickup there of 13. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Seattle.
Let's go now. 19, Tiger, 19.
On the handoff, this is Walker. And he'll find some way to turn this into positive yardage, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Thompson gets it away quickly, and it's caught. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Seahawks football beginning this 2nd quarter. They come up now on 3rd down and 4 to go. Thompson now to throw. He's got it at the 3. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Seattle.
Throwing Thompson. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short. Once more from the 2. 3rd and goal. Thompson to throw. To the goal line and in. David Njoku. Touchdown, Seattle. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. He's got it. And the Seahawks come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This taken just shy of the goal line. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Moving to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
back to the air once more on second down. Comeback route, and he's got it. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. Number 15 gets 15 yards out of that one, and he's got his team a first down. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Inside run with Sampson. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. Over the middle of the big target, Fant. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. First down, L.A.
At the 46-yard line.
On the ground, it's Sampson. And that'll be a pickup of 3. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 6. He'll stay on the ground with Sampson. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
There's Fant open right side. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
24 yards.
They get 24 on that one. And just like that, it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Back to throw. That one caught by Tank Dell. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. Now it is 1st and goal. Now they'll set up to throw. A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion.
You hear quarterback coaches say it all the time. Let's get our guy easy completions. Well, that falls certainly into that category, Mike, but when you fail to connect on those, it just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll look to throw again. Now here comes the screen to Sampson. And that's going to move him closer, but they're going to need to come up with something here. Here comes 3rd and goal.
It's 3rd and goal.
He'll look to throw. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. Here's Ferguson. Touchdown, L.A. On comes Joshua Carty for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
Joshua Carty to kick off for the
Here's Carty now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. To throw is Thompson. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 7. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. A minute 56 to play in this first half. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. Here's 3rd and 7. Complete. 17 yards, the gain there. First down, Seattle.
And the Seahawks, first down.
19
Shaheed in motion. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He's got to let one fly for Addison. That one's down the field, but it is incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. It's second down. Tight end motioning left. On the ground is Walker. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. The first of their timeouts. It comes with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. We'll take this in back at the 16. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drive. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Byron Murphy in there for the sack. Loss of 10 yards to start this drive. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They don't want a repeat of first down, so they'll keep it on the ground now. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Devin Witherspoon up from the secondary to make the play. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive and pick up 3 or maybe 4. Tackle there by Trenton Simpson. They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
At the 36-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
37-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and 5. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He's got a receiver, it's Addison. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on third down. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Walker. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 5. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. Got to get this to the 25. Here's 3rd down. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Now, Thompson. That one, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Here's Thompson. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
That throwaway certainly isn't ideal in this situation, especially when you're trailing at this stage of the game, but no damage done. Move on to the next play.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. That is part of the 3. And the Seahawks going to be set up with 1st and goal. Pass play moves them down to the 1.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Sampson. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
2-yard line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. He'll drop to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
It is 3rd and long. gain of 15. Well done. Facing 3rd and 14, they pick it up.
That's good.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
There's a give up the middle for Sampson. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of
From
4.
the 41,
It's now
here's
second
2nd
and
and 6. Once again, it's Sampson. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. He's got a man. That's Nakua. Complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
The Rams
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Sampson. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll get that out wide to Sampson. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
No gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Throwing now from the gun. Well, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And the Seahawks have come up with the recovery.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step 1. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 20, here's 2nd and 6.
18 Cardinals.
Walker now gets us going here in the 4th quarter. And this will gain a couple of yards up to the 22-yard line.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. They run with Walker. A gain there of 15. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
37-yard line.
Throwing Thompson. His pass taken in by Shaheed. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. They get 12 yards on that pass. 1st down, Seattle. faking the give, taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in covering, muscling that one free. It'll be second down now. Thompson to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Got it with Smith and Jigba. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down. Thompson. Pushed out to his left. Off he goes. Running out of bounds after a pickup of 3.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 6. Straight ahead, it's Walker. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
Thompson now to throw. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
Open man is Shaheed. That's complete. And he's going to have a Seahawks first down as they get the conversion with a gain of 14.
And that right there is going to end up probably being the play of the game either way, Mike. I mean, think, if you fail on that 4th down, you give the ball to your opponent, and all they need to do is come away with a field goal, and you lose in regulation. But this coach, he's not playing for...
This is intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And the Rams are going to get the football here as it'll come out to the 20.
Intercepted. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
On the ground, it's Sampson to start this drive. Here, Delton in the backfield. What a shot he took. It's going to be a loss of yardage. What a play.
At the 18-yard
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
This is intercepted. That's the safety, Andre Cisco. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Here's a handoff to Walker. He's to the 10. To the pylon. He's in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks. So that is 2 touchdowns in this game, and now 15 for the year. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact. with the kicker too late.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
yards on the play.
13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field, and this is a great example here why.
Here is 2nd and 7. They'll drop to throw. They'll go left side here and complete this one. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Second time they've connected on this drive. 19 yards out of this one. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. Right side, complete to Nakua.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
Here comes 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. He's got the hook up there on the comeback route. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
Hey, read our key.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Now he'll run it. Showing off the footwork. Sliding down after a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2.
On the Seahawks 4-yard line.
They'll stick to the ground. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a whole lot, but he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Here we go. 1st and goal. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. Inside the 40. To the 20. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, Seattle. McLaughlin now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Seahawks have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he is going to be taken down, and that is going to do it. So it's a win here for the Seahawks. And it is their 3rd consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.